If you're thinking about setting a Ford Ranger up for towing, this right here is the blueprint that you need to be following. All right guys, so first things first, for this blueprint, you are gonna need a V6 Ranger. So if you've got yourself the 2.0 bi-turbo thing, just stop watching because it's not gonna help you. You're definitely gonna need the big boy for what we have done on this car. But why, Brent? Why do I need the V6 variant of the Ranger? Well, there's no replacement for displacement. And number two, the main reason is that the GVM that we put into these vehicles is rather large. So let's talk about what's gone into this vehicle. So the reason why the V6 is a must-have is because Lovells offer a 4-ton GVM and a 7,600 kilo GCM setup for this particular vehicle. Why do you need to go so heavy? Well, because our customer wanted to tow their Caravan, which has a augmented trailer mass of over 3.5 ton. Lovells also offers a 4-ton brake tow capacity upgrade. So what is a brake tow capacity upgrade? It's exactly that. It's increasing your tow capacity from the OEM all the way up to what these guys have rated it to. Now that's obviously 4-ton for this vehicle. Yes, you have to have componentry to make that happen. So Lovells has their full brake tow capacity upgrade kit. That comes with a hitch for the van, a hitch for the vehicle, you know, a handbraking system like this. There's a couple of other things to make that all work. So you are going to be getting some extra components that you must use for the compliancing to make that happen. No, you can't just go down the road and buy another hitch that's 4.5 ton tow hitch. It does not work like that. You need to be utilizing their componentry to actually get this complianced and get it all 100% legal to be doing a 4-ton tow on the back of the Ranger. Now, don't get me wrong, you still got to stick to your GCM of 7,600 kilos. And don't forget, that is a sliding scale. So you can't have 4-ton here and 4-ton there. You need to obviously distribute your weight evenly to then equal the 7,600 kilos. But this is why you're here, because the blueprint that we've got and what we've put together in this vehicle is going to get you the best of both worlds. Okay, so if you have been watching the channel for a while, you know we harp on about wheel and tyre combos, especially when it comes to combination with GVMs. So for this particular GVM, your factory tyre is not going to cut the mustard. You definitely need to do an aftermarket tyre, and you need to be thinking about, cool, what load rating does it need to be and what speed rating does it need to be above to comply with the GVM that the Lovells kit consists of. The wheel, however, you can notice this is a factory Ford rim. Now Lovells has done testing on these rims and they have deemed them load rating compatible. However, you can do an aftermarket rim as long as it is load rated compatible for the GVM as well. I actually had this tyre on our Ranger when we did our Ranger build as well, and look, very, very happy with them. They were great off-road as well. As you can see, they are a nice aggressive sidewall, so if you are getting yourself into some sticky situations, you're going to be no dramas at all. First off, Ute Master canopy to go on top of the tub. We did do the exact same one for our Ranger build when we did it, and guys, I just can't get past them. The amount of opening space that these canopies give you, as you can see with all the doors open, it's absolutely massive, absolute massive amount. And the best thing is you can get these with little lights on them. You can get them with an incorporated camera on the back now as well. And central locking is also a feature that you can get for this canopy. So it's just ticking all the boxes to keep your gear secure and dry as well. Alrighty, let's talk storage for a moment. And who else than RV Storage Solutions to get the job done. They've got us covered with this particular drawer system for the Ranger. Now, as you can see, it's got a incorporated drawer fridge in it. Drawer fridges are great, guys, for saving space inside your canopies, especially a setup like this. You don't want to have kind of 2 drawers and then a fridge on top, because it just takes away from being able to throw your gear in there. So if you're considering something like this, look into getting the drawer fridge option. That is still 40 litres on that Evercool, actually, 40 litre capacity. And then on this side, got an absolutely massive drawer for keeping all your gear in dry and safe out of the way. This is a lockout, as you can see, little locking pin here. Push that, whole thing slides in, and you can lock that if you would like to as well. So really, really good. And it also houses a lot of our electrical. So let's talk about that. When it comes to our 12-volt supporting system, simple was the key for this blueprint. So in the rear here, we've just got some USB-A, USB-C, ando. We do have onboard air though for these guys, so if they are going to hit the beach or anything like that, they can simply air themselves up afterwards, which is hidden in the drawer system. So because we do have the fridge, we've got a nice open space in behind that because of the ute. They are quite long to house our componentry. So we've got our ARB compressor set up in there, and then we actually have a 2000 watt Invicta inverter as well that's being hidden in there, along with a little air tank for a little bit of extra capacity on the air system. So there's a couple of other 12 volt stuff in there as well, just some fusing, and we do have a little voltage booster in there to power our Starlink, which has a mount on the roof also. There is a solar panel on the roof for solar power to keep this fridge going without a drama, and we haven't housed the battery in the back. So let's have a bit of a look at what we've done there. Custom Lithium do this fantastic in-behind seat system for the Ford Rangers. Now this is the 200 amp hour capacity battery that we've got utilised here. There is a nice little BCDC from Red Arc that is keeping this thing charged from the vehicle, and that is also what's taking care of our solar charge at the same time. So very, very awesome setup, little bracketry system. We're running the Victron shunt to keep an eye on what the system is doing. That way there's no bulky displays that need to go anywhere. It's super simple on your phone with an app, and you can check what's going on with your charge in, charge out, all that type of stuff right from your hand when you are on the road and whatever they're going to be doing. A couple extra fusing and stuff like that, but super simple, and that's it. And best part of it, put the seat up and it all disappears. Back to the blueprint, don't forget about it because that's what this is all about. Clear view towing mirrors, hey ho, what do you know? You got to get yourself a set of these if you are doing towing like this particular customer is. These are the next gens. You can see you've got your top glass and your lower glass. They do come in a compact, which is a single glass mirror. However, I don't know, I prefer these for a towing mirror because your bottom is a convex lens, and that way you can actually see wider. So depending on what you are used to, you can go for the compacts or something like this. Never fear, they've got you covered because all the tech that comes in your original mirror remains in this mirror. Cameras, lighting, heated, non-heated, whatever yours does, we've got a mirror that will suit exactly how your factory mirror runs, just like this one. Another addition to our supporting mods, and in my opinion, a very, very important one, especially if you are towing, which is what this will be doing a lot of. Brown Davis 160 litre upgraded long range tank. Now the tank that comes in these from factory is 80 litres, so you are doubling your capacity, which gets you further with less fuel stops. So definitely want to put that on the blueprint of this build. Supporting mod also that we've got with the suspension, guys, it doesn't come in the kit, but we always like to do it, just depending on your setup. But these guys were happy to go ahead with a set of Polyair airbags with the disconnect available for them as well. Now, I had that in our Ranger, and it just allows your suspension to actually travel full down travel if you obviously have a shock that can do so. So yeah, it's a very, very versatile system. The bag still operates just like a normal airbag, and it doesn't limit your travel of your suspension in the vehicle. It kind of gets the best of both worlds. Alrighty, so on the front, we've got the trusty ARB bull bar. This is their new design. It's probably not new now because it's not new now, if that makes any sense. But if you've been doing this as long as I have, that's definitely new. Anyway, let's not get into that. Alrighty, we got some road vision lights. Check these things out, actually. I do like the look of them. That's their new stealth version light, which is their 8-inch, and obviously they're a little like different looking. They're not just a round spotlight. Do come with the fancy covers. They got a nice little DRL around the outside also, so they're very fancy looking. So that's housing on the bar. Also, the bar is a winch compatible one, so we've got a carbon 12,000 pound winch in there. Little flippy bracket for your number plate. Don't forget about that. When you're doing yourself a build, it's all these little niceties that people seem to forget about. Something like that, it's stupidly simple. But when you come to putting your bar on, you're like, where am I going to put my number plate? There's a winch in the way. Know what I'm saying? GME UHF, guys, is what we're running for comms on this vehicle as well. You can't go past it. Australian made. You guys know what it is. Fantastic product. And that's pretty much front end protection done. Winch sorted. If you get yourself in a sticky situation, if you get caught at night, you got some lights, and you can always call up the truckies and go, hey yo, coming past in me big rig to get round you with me V6, power for days. You can do that nice and safely. So getting more air into your airbox is the Safari R-Max snorkel. Now, I actually didn't get this for my Ranger when I did my build because they weren't available. I only had the V-spec. But 25% more air is the only way you will get an R-Max badge on your snorkel from Safari. They won't do it if they cannot get you that figure. So there's a whole lot more getting pushed into the engine, which is fantastic. They've got an awesome coupling system that goes from the snorkel into the airbox. So there's the modification that we make to that to make that work. Because if you didn't know, from factory, they actually ram air through the grille on these particular vehicles. So these guys have done a great job of manufacturing this, getting everything to go through the guard nicely into the genuine airbox. And it works a treat. These things, if you have ever experienced it, they do make a good bit of noise. The V6 definitely sucks in the air, and you can definitely hear it from the driver's seat, but absolutely awesome bit of kit to ensure the engine is getting cool, cold, clean air. Let's stick with engine breathing better. 3-inch stainless system from Manta, DPF back. I did have one of these on my car. Now, it does give a good note. No, it's not stupidly loud or obnoxiously loud. It definitely gives you a little bit over factory, but again, it's about getting the diesel to breathe better. If you can get good air in, a good amount of air out, it is just going to work more efficiently, which is what we love because it does help with fuel, albeit might be a little bit minimal, but it's definitely going to help. Well guys, that is our blueprint for the V6 Ford Ranger. Now, if you're thinking, how do I get something like that? I've got a Ranger, I'm doing the exact same thing. Make sure you head to the website bawauto.com.au, fill out our inquiry form there, and make sure you put in the comments down the bottom, say Blueprint Ranger, and then our sales team can get you a quote on a vehicle setup just like this one that you've seen here today. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. That way you can see me ugly little face next time. See you guys, have a good one.